Hello, hello, hello. Another day has gone by and your boy Babbling Bike is back. Hello Kick, hello Twitch, hello YouTube. You guys are having yourselves a good one today. What time we get started? About 4:55? Okay. Alright, so let's take a look. This is what we've been rocking. I gotta actually start upgrading some of this gear, but so far we got some good stuff. Just gotta get through these monoliths, get to the empowered, start finding some good stuff there. I'll keep these gloves for now, but eventually I think they gotta get swapped out. It's only useful for the bleed duration. Okay, well let's just get into some monoliths. Well, what's on 6? Right with my left hand here. Oh my god, it looks like a kindergartner wrote that timestamp. Okay. Hope you guys are all having a beautiful day today. It's supposed to rain here today. And he just got deleted. $33,000 crit. That's impressive. Alright. Break that down. Oh, I can actually use some of these claymores now? Oh, I can use Apathy's Maw. Okay. Well, I do have an Apathy's Maw that I would like to use. And I think that will require me to change some things. So right now, we got this scaling off of physical damage. If we remove these two, and this, we remove these three, it will scale off the void damage that's naturally on there. What I'm thinking for Forge Guard specifically is these two nodes. Now, these are Forge Guard specific nodes because normally the chain comes down right here, so I can't like be Paladin and try and do this, right? So right here, you're gonna have this chain. So we're Forge Guard, so we can go past that in a first time playing Forge Guard. I see this node right here looks very promising, strength and health, and then it goes down into the Duelist, which melee critical strike chance, which also leads into melee critical strike multiplier. So I'm thinking if I'm using something like Apathy's Maw, this one I got set up to already have critical strike multiplier because it was part of a build that didn't require any crit chance. This could be very powerful. Okay, so let's look at... level 70. Oh, we're one level away, but then we can use that. Then we can use that. So let's try using this Apathy's Maw. Okay. Well, one thing we've lost a lot of... Yeah, it's doing damage, but we don't have the bleed chance anymore, so a lot of the damage we were getting on... Yeah, I mean, like, these are some healthy crits, but we're not scaling with the we're scaling with the physical damage on there, but we're not scaling with the void damage. Okay, this is a possibility, but for right now, we're going to go back to this, because ironically, we're actually doing more damage. Actually, I don't know if we were. I mean, probably against the bigger enemies, because we can actually stack that bleed chance on there. Yeah, our damage went down. That's interesting. Our crits did go up, though. I'm just really looking forward to this class, to the Forge Guard class, to see, like, at the higher levels, like at the 90. At level 90, like, what can we do with those two nodes I was showing you guys? Oh, he got deleted. One moment he was there, next moment he had to say goodbye. Sorry, I had to catch a flight out of here. Yeah, we're going down to Houston. All right, let's just keep blasting, you know? Just keep on blasting through. Let's grab this. Couple keys. All right. I think I'm about to buy this. Was watching a recent stream this morning. Oh, hey, what up, Toxic Visions? How's it going? Oh, I'm glad my stream was able to inspire you. Yeah, I really love this game a lot, man. What do you think you'll play? I know you said you're on the edge, so you might not go through with it. But if you do pick up the game, like what's interesting you from what you've seen of the classes? You're playing a Necromancer in Diablo 4, so you might go that route. Hey, great choice. Great choice. Necromancer is excellent in this game. So, you don't get to choose your mastery right off the get. You're going to choose one of the 5 base classes, right? So, in this case, you're going to choose Acolyte. But, depending on how fast you're going through the campaign, maybe... I generally like to say an hour, but some people are pretty quick. They can get to their mastery really fast, but I assume you're going to be kind of learning the systems, going at your own pace. So about an hour into the campaign, maybe 2 hours, you can pick your mastery. And once you've selected a mastery, they make sure you know it, but you cannot respec that. But I think by that point you get there, because you get to try some of the abilities and everything along the way. I think you'll know for sure. Yeah, not too long at all. Yeah, you're definitely gonna notice a bit of a difference. Playing a Necromancer on this game as opposed to something like Diablo 4. No shade at Diablo 4, but I feel like the Necromancer felt pretty good, like when we were playing the betas and stuff, but then everybody was complaining the Necromancer was too strong, and so then they went and kind of nerfed all the minions. Now, I don't know if it's gotten better since then, but I feel like the best way to play Necromancer in Diablo 4 was to not take any minions, and that kind of felt like that was the whole point of the class. Now you just feel like an undead sorcerer, which there's actually a mastery in this game for that. That's the Lich. Well, I mean, the Lich can do summons as well, because I believe the skeletons are a shared skill, but the Lich definitely felt like that's your undead summoner. And then they're going to have the Warlock on release, which feels kind of... I've been watching some of the material on it, it feels a little bit different than what people were expecting. Because when we're hearing about this class, try PoE is too complicated and D4 is very simplistic. Yeah, minions is the point. Yeah, for sure. I think you'll be very happy with Last Epoch. It's a nice middle ground. It's not too simplistic, but you don't need, like, 3 spreadsheets and a master's degree to get through the content. And you know what? Like, I know PoE kind of gets that rap. I think it just comes down to you've had a very successful game in PoE that has gone on for 10 plus years. It's a testament to their success, but now you got all these systems and content and everything that they've added to the game that is added up. It's piled up, and now it's really hard for new player onboarding. That is the most common complaint. It happened to me too. I'm somebody who's experienced with action RPGs, and I wasn't overwhelmed yet, but I was getting to that point. I just felt like some of the things in the game were starting to become a bit of a chore. If that makes sense. Some of the systems were starting to feel like a chore. There we go. I got that up. At least they're being honest with this one. Yeah, slay the enemies to lure out an ambush. At least they're telling you up front. Excuse me. Have you ever seen, if you've been here a while, then you'll probably know that I don't hate ambushes. I think they're cool. It's just sometimes they just like, you'll get the goal of the monolith is you're gonna get ambushed like 3 times in a row, and you think not 3 times in a row, but you think you're doing something else, and they'll be like, surprise, you get ambushed, da 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 da. And then sometimes it'll just keep happening, like echo after echo, and it'll pile up. I think I had one go for like 6 echoes in a row. Everything was like, yeah, go do this and find this goal, and then you'll be good to go. And then it's like, you got ambushed. Defeat the ambush. And they always make it feel like it's a surprise. Like, ha! Gotcha now. Multi-strike. What was I working on here? Now this one. Right, yeah, because we lost the belt, so I'm gonna have to wait for the last point, and then I can get the Eagle Strike. Hey, level 70. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. 1 point. We'll put it there. Yeah, I mean, the crushing blows looks interesting, but I think we're going to do way better with the full 8 points there. Seal the gates of sacrifice. Offhand catalyst. Interesting. Oh, I think I'm gonna need a bit of a charge. Shout out to Dubby. What do we get? Fire starters. I don't need a fire starters. Let's just keep going. Just keep pushing, man. Follow the Empire, bro. We gotta bring about the fall of the Empire. So the Empire strikes back, which is just the fall of the Empire. It's working a little bit better. No, wait, no, we don't have that node yet. shoot the ambush. Level 70. Dude, when I started this stream, what? 40 minutes ago, we were level 69. Holy... No, I think we were level 68. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's get it. Hey, level 71. You know what that means we can do now, guys? We can now use Shattered Chains. Mind. Now we do lose one very important piece. We can't cleanse ailments. Kind of a biggie. One thing we had on Paladin. Okay. Okay, cool. build is fun, for sure. Let's see how we do. Man, we have not leveled this up that much. Be right back, guys. All right, I am back. Thank you so much for waiting. So we're almost done with this monolith. We're just trying to clear all the monoliths, get to empowereds. That's what we are doing. Okay. Like, I got them jukes. I did miss that on when I was playing as the Rune Master. He's got some jukes, don't get me wrong. He's got some jukes, don't get me the teleport for sure. I don't know. It feels different when you're playing. I'm too much of a Sentinel stan, man. This feels like an ambush. Yep. There it is. There's the ambush. Oops. Shanked him in the back. Plague Bear stuff. You know what? Let's just take it. I don't know. It seems cool. Okay, let's read what it does. Chance to poison on hit. Chance to inflict plague on hit. Poison penetration with plague. 12% more damage over time against enemies afflicted with plague. 4% of current health drained per second. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's just try this out. Yep, there goes our health pool. It seemed really cool, and then it's just like, wait, I'm dying. Oops. Okay. We got 1 point. Okay, so we can use Manifest Armor. Only benefits from physical and melee. Minion physical, minion melee. Also benefits from strength. Just regular strength. Should I give it a try? Instead of Smelter's Wrath. Okay. What up, Brenda? Brenda G85 in the Twitch chat. Got Aaron's face on the little Nitro cat. It's time to pop off. There we go. All right, that's what I'm talking about. No, I have made the mistake in the past after completing that one piece right there, just being like, all right, bet, jump out. Like, oh no, I forgot to run down here. Goodbye, Yulia. And she did. She did. Went the way of the dodo. The path of despair. Every hero must go through the path of despair. And he's gone. Defend the living from the void? Where? Oh, this is the living. Got it. Alright, let's jump out of this. Let's go. Collect me rewards and carry on. Oh yeah, Harton's husk. Cut him open. Hey, what up, Fiction? Yeah, we trying. I think. Yeah, that was weird. What was that? Server lag? Relic shard drop. Oh, I probably want relic shard drop right. Looking a little far from the forge. Yeah. It is a forge card, but yeah, he's kind of... I mean, this is like our one forge card ability that we're using. Tried into the last abyss. Alright, cool. I have this ability not guarding much way out here. Yeah, well, so Forge Guard, normally the Forge Strike, it drops like an anvil on top of their head. And I have it set up because each skill has its own skill tree, right? So you can completely customize it. I got it set up right now where it doesn't cover as wide of an area, but it gets 100% critical multiplier and it converts it from an anvil to a spear. Now, I have been mulling over whether or not to use the manifest armor. It manifests an animated set of armor, attacks slowly, and I mean, it seems cool. I do feel like this build is probably something I would run on Paladin. The Forge Strike feels kind of weird. I don't know if I want to use the armor though. Here, let me just. Yeah, you're telling me about that. If it's a big unkillable thing, you can give taunt though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just don't have a lot of minion stuff set up on my build right now. So, okay, that's him. Stats from armor. How? Okay, he can regenerate health. Oh, this dude's small shit. Boo. Yeah, he's not as big as like the golem from he's not as big as the golem from the necromancer tree line. Chance to taunt enemies. Okay, so you are right. He does have a chance to taunt. Yeah, I was expecting a big thing. He's about as big as I am. Well, like the golem is massive, man. Okay, so I don't have this armor spec'd at all, but let's see if he can actually do some fighting. Golem is hype. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to that. Goodbye. I mean, I didn't have him spec, so I don't know what he could do. Plus, I mean, there's actually minion affixes in the game you can put on your armor. Nice try, guy. Yeah, well, I mean, I can give him a fair shake. I just don't have any minion affixes on my gear, so he's got no power-ups. Plus, I didn't spec into him, so he's getting no benefits from the skill tree. That'd take like a whole setup to make good. Could be interesting to see how it compares to a... Yeah, for sure. I feel like if I'm going to be using something like Manifest Armor, though, that would be the build. It would have to be him. Instead of trying to tack him on, it would have to be boosting that guy. A 40k crit? Dude, we're like level 70 something, man. Alright, if you're still there, Fiction, I'll show you I'll show you the Necromancer real quick. Go over here. We'll just jump into one of these real quick. Yeah, but this is the golem. He is significantly larger than the this is just a bone golem too. Golem, yeah. Shorsey, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Yeah, but that is the golem. Let me jump out real quick. But so as just being an acolyte, not even a necromancer, you can get skeletons, you can get the bone golem, you can get these infernal shades, which are like flaming skulls, you can get this volatile zombie. But then if you spec into actual necromancer, you can get the skeletal mage, the dread shade, the assemble abomination. Basically it takes all of your summons and just rolls them up into one big huge guy. He dies kind of quick, his health drains pretty fast, but it's kind of like one of those, oh frick, there's something coming at us, skeletons unite. Yeah, and then they have their own skill tree. You can turn the skeletons into rogues. You can get you can increase your amount of skeletons, make them stronger, turn them all into archers. And it's kind of the same thing for the skeletons. I think you can actually turn the skeletal mages into death knights. Yeah, that was kind of an interesting thing. And then you got your wraiths. There's some pretty crazy builds out there with the wraiths. Yeah. Want to show that off real quick. Yeah, thank you for the follow, Shorsey. Hope you're having a good one today. Alright, let's go back to Forge Guard. He's coming along nicely. I mean, 40k crit. Level 73. That was insane. Well, let's go back to Reign O' Dragons. How's your day going, Fiction? You rocking it? Oh, that's what happened. was the highest level gambler stay in the dungeon, right? I'm sorry, I'm reading world chat right now, the in-game chat. I don't really answer questions in there too much. Maybe I should. It could be a good way to promote myself. Because also half the time you see a bunch of trolls. Good old world chat, man. It's another ambush. Oh, there we go. Nice little treasure chest. Don't need any of that. Oh, they must have a chance to chill. No, they don't. Well, we are on a frosty looking map. Over here, guys. Ooh, Rune of Shattering. You use so many of those. And he did. He did. Let's take a look. Let's do some snooping. Alright. Bodied. 94% increase void damage. Could be fun. Could be a lot of fun. Mega fun. Oh, we have to kill this guy. Ooh, okay. Let's track him down. Bardiche of Hunger. Wait, we can actually use a Bardiche now? Let's go. This one has melee attack speed. How many Bardiches do I got? This one, which has increased fire damage. That's could be fun. Have this one. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Now, if I can turn that physical damage into... I might not mess with this. I might leave this alone. Yeah, let's just see. This has increased fire damage. Yeah, this is the one with, like, crazy amount of leech on it. And this is the one that... yeah, okay. This one's the one with the stun chance. Okay. Our damage might go down a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's put that there. Because this is the one I'd want to use, but I would want to make sure our crit strike was in a good spot. And this is what we were using. The halberd. Okay, let's try this out. 14% melee critical strike chance. Yeah, our damage definitely took a bit of a dip. Oh, but they do have 30% endurance. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Really depends on how many stacks of bleed I can build up on the enemy. Okay. That kind of answered that. Okay. Okay, so let's pull this one back out. Kind of interested to see what this one would do. Okay. Okay, so let's try this one again. Because this could be the secret sauce, is actually that melee physical damage. But I feel like a Bardiche would make up for that. Because it already has increased melee damage to begin with. Yeah, that... Okay, so the Bardiche was doing more damage. For sure. For sure, the Bardiche was definitely clearing. It also depends on how many stacks of bleed I can build up on the enemy. Okay, so I do feel like the Bardiche is the clear answer here. Okay. I would like to try and get some more crit chance. Honestly, I don't know if we need this bleeding heart anymore. I feel like we got plenty of... We already have plenty of leech, so... crit chance amulets. Okay, health, throwing damage, critical strike multiplier, throwing, poison, elemental damage, no. Physical damage, we need critical, 74% critical strike chance, damage over time, chance to shred armor, physical resistance. Okay, well, this one's got 110% physical damage. Let's chaos this. Necrotic. Physical, there we go. Okay. Alright, so let's use that instead of good old bleeding heart. We don't need that anymore. We are going to lose some attack speed with that. That is unfortunate. This was a 13% attack speed. We still have swaddling. And now... Yeah, the one resistance we didn't need. Let's go back to Rain's crit. Okay, 120% physical. What is that? A tier 7? That is a tier 7. That's a max tier 7 too. Ooh. Oh, okay. And it's got health. Oh, we're gonna have fun with that one. This would probably be a really good rain. This would be a really good rain for a hammered in, a physical hammered in. I almost don't want to use it for this build. I almost don't, but I am. Oh, I can't do anything to it. That's already maxed. Hummerden's. Hey, what up, Expels? How you doing, man? How are your streams going, bro? How are your streams doing? Welcome. Slowish, I got you. What are you streaming? Are you streaming the Power World? Haven't been doing as much as I want. I got you, man. Especially when it's brand new and you're trying to get into it. Strength. Strength could be good. Some Power World, stream some RE2. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Harbinger of Stars? No. What is this, a double tier 7? No, it's a double tier 6 drop. I stream a couple tonight since the kids are finally out. Oh, I got you. Yeah, get it, get it. Yeah, so this is a locked in. That's a locked in. Rain, that's not that good. Health. Comes with an inherent. Okay, this is strength and necrotic resistance. And necrotic damage. Could be juicy. And we can't mess with the necrotic damage. Critical strike avoidance, critical strike chance. Has a lot of elemental resistance. I mean, strength and increased critical strike chance. Yeah, this would be good, except I can't use it for a while. Health, mana resistance. Okay. And it comes with that necrotic resistance. Bet. Strength, attunement, elemental resistance. So I can't mess with the strength or the attunement. I really want to add critical strike chance. But we can use the strength and resistance. The endurance, we can use that. And I can't mess with that anymore. Alright. Let's use it for now, though. Give us that endurance. Oh, old happy place just started to stream up. That's what I'm talking about, man. What's he streaming today? Yeah, we don't need physical resistance. Nancy Drew. That's interesting choice. Throw in attack speed. God bless him. Okay, what do I need on here in terms of... I need probably necrotic, right? Yeah. So we might just be better off using this. We'll get the poison and the necrotic resistance. Let's just save that for later. Mana regen, we don't need that. We'll keep the poison. And then we'll get the necrotic resistance out of that. We can add critical strike chance. And we got strength. Okay, cool. Critical strike chance. Change that over. Cool, we got ourselves a ring. Yeah, let's store the siphon for now. Oh, our cold resistance fell off a truck. What were we really getting that much? Necrotic resistance. So we're good on all that. We can take this off. Okay, let's go to the idols and look for some cold resistance, elemental resistance, cold resistance. Okay. Yeah, losing that kind of sucked. Okay, so what's that put? It puts our cold resistance at 63. Do we need lightning? Yeah, we actually do need this for the lightning, unfortunately. Okay. Let's slam these back into the rain pile. Put these back. Oh, not enough room. I can do puzzles, just not that style. So, how do the puzzles work out? Is it like you're Nancy Drew and you're trying to solve crimes and stuff, and that's the puzzle? Okay, one more point should get us over there. Let's go back to the re-roller lady. Oh. Come on, last Epoch, you can... Oh, that was my chair. I don't know, I thought somebody was walking by, walking behind me or something for a second. I was like... Did last Epoch take a dump? What happened? Oh. What the frick? Okay, I think we're... Oh, it loaded. It loaded. That was very bizarre. Yeah, we're gonna take that 1 point back. Void and physical. How are we doing on void and physical? So I could put damage here. I'd probably rather put here for strength and health. There we go. Same amount of points. Bam. Oh, okay. So we're probably going to need some more points here. Health and stun chance. I feel like we don't really need this one as much. We'll keep it for now. Kind of fine-tuning. We're kind of fine-tuning it. Alright, yeah. So, decided Bardiche was the truth. Let's get back into it. Bike, Marvel Man, come and get your Marvel Man. What's up, man? how are you doing today? El Senor Marvel Man over on Twitch. The way I said that. Twitch. How we doing, bub? We doing good. Doing good, sir. So what you been up to today, Marvel Man? So what's a Forge Guard? Oh, sadly, this Forge Guard Fire Knight. So Forge Guard gets abilities like Shield Throw, Manifest Armor, Arena of Shields. Manifest Arena of Shields around you. Each shield has 75 base health and lasts up to 10 seconds. Stats on your equipped shield also apply to the shields. So it's like a minion. We also get an ability called Forge Strike. It has its own thing. So they get physical and fire resistance as a passive bonus. Also, they get 3% increased armor each time they're hit. Up to 10 seconds. And then you can add to that with this node right here. If you've been hit recently, you have higher physical resistance and increased armor. So what I'm trying to do is I took all these nodes. I'm doing the build I did on Paladin. I'm kind of doing it on Forge Guard. I'm trying to add a little bit of Forge Guardness into it, but it's feeling like that Paladin build all over again, which is not a bad thing. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm interested in some of these nodes that the Forge Guard can get. He can get Might, which is cool, strength and health, and this is like percentage health, so that's good. Then he can get increased melee critical strike chance on the node and melee critical strike multiplier as a node as well. I don't know if I would take any of these. Maybe the melee bleed chance, but I feel like you deal increased melee damage for each hit you've taken in the last 10 seconds. That sounds kind of cool, you know? Oh, you want to keep hitting me? Oh, bro. I'm just warming up, man. Oh. You won't like me when I'm angry. I'm getting some Hulk vibes. The more you hit this guy, the stronger he gets. Yeah, you just keep hitting me, bub. Sounds like a badass. We'll see if he can be that. And this is like his signature ability right here. He brings a it's originally an anvil. I used the skill tree and I turned it into a spear, but he like brains this thing down from the sky and it does area of effect damage. I think it's cool. I don't feel like it has a lot of identity in my build, but I kind of use it as filler damage in between void cleaves. Hey, what up, Air Dragon? How you doing today, sir? Greetings and salutations. Orc is kicking up 10,000% crazy time, but soon January will be behind us. Hey, I figured, man, I hadn't seen you in a little bit, so, well, I think it was just one day, but you're usually here at least once a day, coming by and saying, "What's up, bro? I gotta get going." Actually, you might have been here yesterday. I don't remember. I figured you've been really busy, though. I'm sorry to hear it's kicking up crazy time, but yeah, at least January is almost over. And then we'll be into February. And we know what that means. One day closer to release. We're actually in the same... You missed yesterday. Lots of lurks otherwise. Yeah. No problem. No problem. Okay. Let's go down here. Man, I am so looking forward to release, bro. I feel like I am going to use multi-strike Void Cleave on Paladin. I think that's going to be my starter. Unless something happens. I don't know. I might just come up with something new, but the multi-strike Void Cleave, I mean, it's been effective for the Void Guard. Oh my god. It's been effective for the Forge Guard. It's been effective for the Void Knight, but with Void Knight, we used Erasing Strike. And then Paladin had its own thing for sure. I used Void Cleave as a traversal skill. This one, I've been doing it without Abyssal Echoes. Because on the Paladin, I ran it with Abyssal Echoes. Bardish. Chance to bleed, +8 all ad. Okay, you know, I'll take that. That could be a fun one to mess around with. This could be a lot of fun. This could be a lot of fun. I mean, not so much the leech, but the +79 melee physical damage with an increased 90% physical damage. That could be a lot of fun. Main thing I need, though, is bleed. I need that bleed damage. On that note, yeah, catch you later, Air Dragon. Thanks for stopping by, man. Okay, you know what? Let's go to Void Knight. let's create a new node. And we're going to name this one two-hand axes. Put an axe on it. Let's give it a nice regal purple color. Someday I'll be free of this time. Hey, no worries, man. I appreciate you taking the time to stop by, Air Dragon. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me, man. Man, our stability has not been increasing a lot. Have I really just been stopping and staring? Okay, let's look up two-handed axe. See if I can't put all of them that I actually want to use. Alright, I guess we'll take that out. This can get kind of nutty. That maybe. At that point, I'd just use the Apathy's Maw. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh. Interesting. Got another Bardiche. Physical palette now. Wait, I've had one of these in here. I had this entire time. Schmuck. Talking to myself on that one. Was a T7 chance to ignite. Tried watching a streamer do PvP in Black Desert. I love BDO, but the PvP just doesn't look fun at all. Well, I don't know anything. Well, all I know about Black Desert is what you showed me that one day when I was streaming. You streamed it on Discord. That's all I know about it. And just by looking at it, it didn't look sexy AF. Just by looking at it that one day, it didn't really look like it would be the PvP type of game. For a big scale PvP just looks trash. Okay, we got Bardiches. Ooh, this one could be sexy though. Increase. That's all he Endgame is. For the most part anyway. Okay. This could be. Because this one actually gives me actual, like, physical damage. This one just gives me huge, massive percentages. Okay, let's try something. Can we seal this? No. No. We can't seal it. Chance to slow. Okay. Still. Okay, look at this. 42% attack speed. 42% attack speed. Is this a... That's a tier 6. Okay, well, so we're not going to have a bleed chance on here, but, and it's a lot of percentages, I know. Most of the time we kind of want flat, but this is what I'm thinking of. Right here, we can pick up Duelist, and then we can also grab this melee bleed chance with a two-handed axe. Yeah, the percentages are not that good. Even if, yeah, because, well, I think it's because we don't have the bleed chance, though. Like, we got a bleed chance with Forge Strike, but that ain't enough. Okay, I mean, the damage is not that bad. Not having that crit chance, I could definitely feel that. Okay, we got an 18,000 crit. That's fine. This could be a lot of fun. I think this is going to be better. We get the stun chance, we get the shred armor, plus we get the bleed chance because it's a Bardiche. Okay, let's get out there. Now let's see how well we do with the Bardiche. Obviously, we're going to be getting a lot more crits. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell with these lower level enemies because we do a lot more damage with Void Cleave if we build up that bleed chance. Yeah, we already got a 22,000 crit. We barely eked out a 17,000 crit with that other axe. But I'm thinking that's not the axe's fault. It just doesn't, well, it kind of is because it doesn't have a bleed chance on it. So this has both, so it has fire. Okay, so it scales with fire. But then we took the node. It doesn't give it a physical tag. It just scales the fire damage with physical damage. So presumably we could still use fire in the build. But we'd probably have to change up Forge Strike because it scales with physical. Ironically, because it's a big flaming spear that comes out of the sky. Now there's the 36,000. The bigger, tougher enemies, we'll get those bigger crits because we can put more stacks of bleed on them. Yeah, this axe was a ton of fun, though. With that 42% melee attack speed, if we could just get a bleed chance on this thing could be nice. Okay, let's see what else we got in our bag of tricks. Like, this could be fun with the percentage physical. I don't really want to mess with this though, because I want to see what our crit chance can look like once we start taking that node. How many points we got? Okay. I'm gonna have to take a point somewhere. Okay, we could take health. We could take damage. Okay. We'll take 1 health. Get the stun chance. We can start putting points into this. We'll probably put just enough points into this to get to duelist, and then we can get that melee critical strike chance. That will be a ton of fun. Damage over time, 115% critical strike chance. Is this a double tier 7? No, it's a double tier 6. Alright. You know what? I should probably set up my loot filter to grab the tier 7s. The backstep? Well, you don't have to do that. Yeah, so the backstep that you're seeing is an ability called Volatile Reversal. What it does is it snaps you back in time 2 seconds. So you got to kind of remember where you were 2 seconds ago. Now you might be like, well, why would you want to use that? Well, it'll put you back to where you were 2 seconds ago, and face value, it'll also put you at the exact same mana and health you were 2 seconds ago as well. So you can, like, if you were about to die, activate that to where you were 2 seconds ago, and maybe you were like full health and mana 2 seconds ago. You can expand it up to 4 seconds. Yeah, it could be the oh shit button, right? Now, I've taken the Time Lost Wisdom node, which gives me a 300% increased cooldown recovery, but it no longer restores mana. I've also taken the time loss vitality. It no longer restores health, but gives me 60% cooldown recovery. Now you might be like, well, wait, wasn't this the oh shit button, right? Well, when I use it for 2 seconds, I gain a 30% global attack speed buff. So my attack speed goes up. I also gain a 36% increased movement speed button. And this is where it gets really good. When you cast Volatile Reversal, you leave behind a Void Rift. Enemies hit by Volatile Reversal's Void Rift take increased damage for 4 seconds. 30% increased damage for 4 seconds. So when I activate that and I go back like 2 seconds, it almost looks like I'm lagging, right? Like I'm rubber banding. I'm using this ability called Lunge. So I activate this. I go back in time 2 seconds. The enemy that I activated that on top of takes 30% increased damage. Then I lunge back to them. But it does give me that almost like I'm rubber banding, lagging feeling. It's a very powerful ability. But yeah, you can completely set it up as your, oh shit button. Like, oh frick, I'm about to die. Go back in time. Yeah, exactly. It's very useful for like when you're fighting like bigger enemies too and you haven't moved, and then you activate that and you stay on top of them. You then get all those, you get that movement speed buff, you get that attack speed buff, you get that damage buff. You could stack a lot of damage with just this ability, and it comes back every 3.6 seconds. And remember, the damage lasts for 4 seconds, so I can keep spamming that on top of somebody's head. And if I go back too far, I can just use lunge to lunge right back to them. And as you can see, I stayed right on top of the guy. I used it twice. I just built that damage up and laid the boom. Yeah. It's Volatile Reversal is very powerful on the Void Knight. Well, on the Sentinel. It's a Void Knight ability, but so you can dip into the other masteries. Except you get like this chain here, so I can't just be like, I want to be a Forge Guard and then take all the points I want and Void Knight, right? Well, I mean, I guess I could take all of this, but the really juicy stuff starts coming at the end, and so that's why you want to be sure what you master into. But I dipped into this just enough to pick up Volatile Reversal. And a lot of Sentinel builds do that. Paladins do this, especially Paladins, because look, they only get 4 abilities, right? They get Holy Aura, probably one of the most cracked Sentinel abilities. I think that's why people say, even though Paladins only got 4 skills, they get Holy Aura, which is just a passive. You do damage and you're stronger, and you're more tanky. Bam, there you go. You just use this. I'd say Paladin, more than the others, really benefits from dipping into the other trees a lot. Like, I could probably... I probably don't even need to dip into Void Knight. I mean, this node's really nice. This node's really nice. The 6% melee damage leeches health, but... yeah. I was like, this feels like an ambush. And then I read what the objective is. Kill enough enemies to lure out an ambush. I'm like, oh, I was right. Oh, what the? Want to stream but don't really want to play anything. I got TT. What do you mean by that? Tinnitus? I'm gonna restart the game real quick, folks. TT is a cry. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that before. It's tears. I got tears. Oh, okay. I think I've seen it before. I never really knew what it meant. Okay. It's the two eyes crying, and then the little period is the nose. No, what's that, Expels? Jugs! Yeah. Stream's getting canceled. It's been fun, guys, but I got canceled. You can thank Expels for that, you know. Yeah, we had a good run. You think you might get yourself a pool and a hot tub for a hot tub stream? Hey man, if you could pull it off. Bank, bro. Okay, cool. You set that up. How many viewers are you gonna have? Maybe 2. Maybe 3 just for the novelty, you know? Well, yo, check this dude out. Bro's got a lurk too. support the boys. You deceived me. You cannot deal critical strikes. Goodbye. Get that trash out of my inventory. My entire build's about critical strikes. Oh, whoops. That's what I wanted to do. The Rotting Horde. Come on. Activate your big explosion thing. Dang, this is leveling up super slow. Critical strike multiplier. So what do I got on here right now? Critical strike avoidance. What's my critical strike avoidance at? 77%. I also need to get my endurance up. Oh, they're just called Dawn Helms. Okay. Vitality, armor, 50% increased armor. Oh, what is that? That's a tier 7. Oh, and it has critical strike avoidance. Oh, bro. That might be a yes. Physical penetration with bleed. Okay, that's a possibility. Bring that over here. Arena shields +4. Hammer throw damage. +15 attunement. That's a T7. Shield throw, critical strike chance. Okay. I mean, this could give me some health. Has a 10 strength increase. We could use the fire damage increase. That would affect Void Cleave because it scales with fire as well. I can try and seal this critical strike avoidance. There we go. Got it. So I could throw more health on there. Percentage health. Okay, well sadly that took the rest of it, but yeah, I think this is going to be a much better increase. Yeah, now we got a ton of armor. Do we have anything that scales with attunement? That scales with attunement. This scales with vitality or strength. Okay. Maybe I should have gone for that endurance increase. I could still do that with that one. The 63. Yeah, it's a tier 6. It's okay. Let's add a new rule. We are looking for affixes. Just select them all. Total tiers of affixes, doesn't matter. Anything with a tier 7 on it, we will take it. Okay, so I am going to have to put a few points into this. How's the stream, bro? Enjoying LA? Hey, what up, Spook Rosa over on YouTube? Stream's going pretty good today. And I'm thoroughly enjoying Last Epoch. I'm closing in on 500 hours. I think I'm around 480 hours into the game. How you doing today? Are you enjoying Last Epoch? Yeah, I'm leveling your paladin right now. Hey, great class choice right there. It's my favorite class in the whole game. Well, Sentinel's my favorite class. My favorite mastery is paladin. I'm gonna try the rebuke shield block. Ooh, the hit me, bro. That sounds like that could be a lot of fun. I don't think I've ever tried any sort of rebuke build. Like what can you do with it? If I've ever used rebuke, it's because I put it on my skill bar because I had like a passive or something that didn't require something. Or I'll use it like early on when I'm leveling a sentinel. I'll just like throw rebuke on there, but I won't spec it. You have increased armor while channeling. Mana regen, use that. Hit damage, void damage. You can increase the duration. Spreading flames, armor shred chance. Mana gain when hit, okay. Increased duration, so we got 2 duration nodes. Shorter cooldown but cost more mana. The buffs you are granted via the augmented plating and brave the elements nodes now persist after you finish channeling. Their duration is equal to the duration you channeled rebuke for. So brave the elements and augmented plating. Oh, okay. So you take less elemental damage. So you can buff this up, and then take this node. So if you take these 2 duration nodes, and then you take this and this, you can really increase your defenses a lot. Buffs via burst of speed and protective legacy nodes now last longer after you finish channeling. Burst of speed, protective legacy. Oh, okay. So, and then this increases the duration. This could be a cool, like, just build. Like, especially if you're pushing, like, really high corruption. If you drop something you're not using, like, let's say I dropped Forge Strike, and I took this, like, this could be, like, when I get into Empowered Monoliths with this, I might just drop Forge Strike, because right now I'm using it for a little extra damage, but honestly, because you get the 80% less damage while channeling. Very powerful. You can increase the duration of how long you can channel it, and then you can take these nodes over here. You can pair it with Javelin with Banner node to be extra tanky with health regen. Oh, okay, I got you. So you can do like some throwing with Javelin. Yeah, I think I might have been sleeping on Rebuke. This could probably be very powerful in the arena. Yeah, I could see myself dropping Forge Strike for this. At that point, though, am I really a Forge Guard? I mean, my only Forge Guardness would be the increased armor every time I'm hit. Though, this could make up for it. This Duelist right here. Yeah, are you liking Forge Guard? I heard it's quite good. It is good. It is good. I like Paladin the best still, but obviously I'll have a better sense of this once I get to like level 95. Now, the build I'm doing is a build I did on Paladin and on Void Knight, so to speak. At first, it was just like, let's play Forge Guard, and then I just started gravitating towards what I already knew, which when I did this build on Paladin, I've done a ton of builds on Paladin. Believe me, I've done Hammered In, I've done Warpath, I've done this multi-strike Void Cleave. I've done a decent amount of builds on Paladin. And so when I was playing Forge Guard, I was using the Forge Strike a lot, and I ended up just gravitating towards what I already knew and slapping it on here. Plus, I already got some good gear. Like, I got a T7 24 strength, 15% increased health, Titan Heart. That's a 15% damage reduction while using a two-handed weapon. I got a nicely rolled Bardiche. Blood of the Exile boots. I mean, these are some weird gloves I got. I have a nice Shattered Chains. So I already have, like, this right here is probably my weak spot, but I'm using it for the 50%. Spook Rosa, thank you for subscribing over on YouTube. I want to use Code of the Erased Sentinel. You get the increased armor, but you also get the 21% of armor mitigation applies to damage over time. You know, dots are a huge source of frustration when you're playing Sentinel. It's not as bad when you're playing Paladin because we got Holy Aura, and you can spec Holy Aura to remove all dots with the push of a button. On the other classes, we gotta work around that. But yeah, I could definitely see myself taking Rebuke later on, especially because it scales with physical damage, and this is a physical build that we're doing. Because Void Cleave deals void damage. But then you can change it to deal fire damage, and you might be going, well, wait, how does it scale with physical? You take this node, Blazing Steel. It will still do fire damage, but it will scale with physical damage as well. So that's nice because then, you know, an ability like Multi-Strike only scales with physical damage. Yeah, because right now, like, I want the Forge Strike to work, but it's kind of tacked on right now. It's not like this is a really, like, it's probably a really decent ability, but right now I'm just primarily using it as a filler in between my Void Cleaves because I didn't want to spec into Nether Charge. And I don't want to wear the boots. So is that Paladin your first character, Spook? Paladin was my first character, that's why I ask. Thank you. 24% increased health? Yes, please. On a Dawn plate? This character's level 75. We just bodied that dude back there. Okay, let's take that. Let's take that as health. Alright. I wonder if Rebuke would work with the passives that Forge Guard gets, because Forge Guard really benefits from getting hit. You think the end game's a little too easy? No. No, I'm not even technically in the end game, so I guess it depends on your build. You might just be breezing through the content, but the thing about Last Epoch is the end game is technically, the difficulty is technically endless. You can just keep pushing the difficulty, and then you can also go into the arena where you can compete on the leaderboards, but that can be very time consuming. I think one guy who's been making a push for #1 on the leaderboards, I've seen him on YouTube. It's like Raid Boss Cannon or Boss Raid Cannon, something like that. He's a Rune Master player. I think on his arena is basically Horde mode. Yeah, it's basically Horde mode. Survive as many waves as you can. The waves there, as far as I'm aware of, are endless. And so, let's see. Raid Boss Cannon. Yeah, so this guy right here, Raid Boss Cannon, he was making a push for #1 right here, who is currently held by Faye 1991. Yeah, it scales. They keep going up in damage. It's infinite scaling, infinite waves. The difficulty just gets absolutely insane. Yeah. So this guy right here was making a push for #1, and he died at like 2,220. So he already had this one, 2,244 waves. And I think he said this push alone right here took him like 7 or 8 hours. That's kind of the main problem with Arena right now. If you really want to do these insane in the membrane, push your build to the limit thing, you also got to have time to be able to compete. If I compete on the arena, I don't try to do the overall leaderboards. They're very hard to compete on there. I will try and compete on the arena like when the game launches and we're playing in cycles, because then it's a new leaderboard within the cycle, and you got 3 months. You got years of people stacking gear right here to be able to create these like insane builds to compete on the arena. Let's go over here. So on the Sentinel leaderboard, yeah, there's my Void Knight right there. I was able to get onto the Sentinel 1-player leaderboard for softcore. I'm number 19. I survived almost 300 waves. Yeah, those guys are absolutely min-max. Yeah, for sure. So I was a level 99 Void Knight. I was doing my a Racing Strike Void Cleave build, or Void Cleave a Racing Strike build, and I made it. Yo, what up, Merkware? How's it going over on Twitch? Yeah, so level 99, 299 waves. This is a farting win trying to get onto the overall leaderboard. The overall leaderboard kind of has an issue as well. Like, all the top builds are Lich, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but when you're looking at the overall leaderboard, you are seeing a lot of Rune Master. You're seeing a lot of Lich. Like, we got 1 Forge Guard on there. I don't think there's a single Paladin. Oh, well, there's a Paladin overall leaderboard. You know, it looks like he was doing a Hammered-In build. I've done a bit of research. I'm starting Falconer. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, last time I was talking to you, Merkware, you said you were thinking about doing you're thinking about doing a Hammered-In, a Novidin. Falconer, let's go. Yeah. Oh, anyway, Merkware. I'll still make a Hammered-In at some point, but Falconer looks broken. Yeah, it's probably gonna be broken. You know, new class. devs are excited. They give it a little too much power. Merkware, at this time, you were asking me about possibly doing a it's freaking. You're asking about doing a run at the start of the season. I don't know if that's gonna work. We can try and talk like leading up to the week to see if we can do a collaboration on the start. I got some friends, some really good friends who one already owns the game, but he's been kind of waiting for release. And then I got another one who sounds like he's going to be doing release. They're both kind of newish, and I might just Sherpa them through the start of the game. And yeah. I wanted to give you an answer. It sounds like they're going to be playing. I'm probably going to be Sherpaing them. I think it would be really kind of weird if like we had those two guys and then you and I were trying to like just maximize run through the start of the campaign. Though I wouldn't mind doing a run like that at some point, like on new characters just to see. But I'm not exactly sure if that's going to work. Because I know last time I said, oh yeah, maybe. It's sounding like my buddies want to play, and I just, I want to be a good buddy. I want to be a good friend. I think that would be kind of weird. Yeah, I talked to Outlaw about it. He's into it, so either me and him will do, or we can reach out to someone else. Yeah, all good, man. Okay, cool. If plans change, I'll try and let you know, and I'll probably reach out to you on Discord. Yeah, Discord is the best way to reach you. Yeah. Is there any party benefits like more loot? You always respond there. Got you. Rosa asks, is there any party benefits? Is there any more loot? Well, right now in the game, the main party benefit is if you're playing with somebody and loot drops for like, let's say we're playing. And you're playing Paladin and I'm playing Forge Guard or whatever, because there's no like loot 2.0, right? So if something drops for me and I pick it up, I'm like, wow, this would be a great item. It's effectively double loot, double, triple, quadruple. Okay. So if I pick up this item and I'm like, wow, this is a great item. I think Spook Rosa can use it. I can gift it to you. And you can accept that gift from me because we're playing together at that time in the same instance. I can't find something like, let's say you and I were playing together and you got off for the night. And I'm playing and I find something and it's perfect for you. I can't give that to you. On release, there's going to be factions and there's also going to be a residence system. That can be pretty beneficial. But like what Merkware is saying right now, you got 4 people in the party and they're all running through echoes and stuff like that together. That's 4 times the chances to find loot, right? And then especially if they're all in the same, like they're all on the same page and they're effectively trading that to each other, that's where major benefits come in. Now, when the game launches and the factions are there, we'll see how the whole economy looks after that. But right now, that is the main benefit to partying up with other people. Yeah. So the enemies scale in power, but then that's 4 chances for loot to drop and for you to trade with other people in that instance. Yeah. More fun when the game is harder, though. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Enemies scale up, but you have more chances at loot. Well, loot that you need or would be interested in. What are you going to play on release? Paladin. No question, I'm playing Paladin. And the reason why, I might even just make a YouTube video for this. I kind of already did, but yeah. I kind of already did, but in that YouTube video, I asked the question, what are you going to play? And then I said, I'm going to play this, and I explained why. I could just probably make my own, like, standalone, this is why I'm playing Paladin. I mean, you got a huge wealth of builds available to you, but you also got Holy Aura. And it's a very versatile class. I'd say make a video on the specific build you were playing. Well, I kind of already did, but I didn't say I was playing it on release. Because now that I'm essentially trying the same build that I did on Paladin on Forge Guard, and it's working out nicely. Now I'm trying to add a little Forge Guard magic, but yeah, I'll probably make a video and I'll be like, not like an in-depth build guide. Right. Well, I did make an in-depth build guide for a build that I did on Paladin. But, you know, I was already level 100 when I made that build, right? Well, I was leveling up this Forge Guard. Just like, hey, I'm playing Hammered In because it gets a ton of damage. Holy Aura, etc., etc. Yeah. Or like a top 5 build recommendation for 1.0. I don't know if I could do something like that, Spook Rosa. I could. I would have to phrase it as this is what I'd play if I was leveling up. It's like, hey, I'm playing Hammered In because it gets, yeah. So, oh, good. I can show you. So, Spook Rosa. This is why I'm playing Paladin. Right? I don't personally like the build recommendation videos, but just because I don't like this is that style game. Right. Any build really can work, and people should, yeah, exactly. People should just have fun with it. But playing as Forge Guard using essentially the same build I did on my level 100 Paladin and having great success is very encouraging, because that was the number one thing. I'm like, well, I was already a level 100 Paladin with an entire stash full of crap. Like, I was already good to go, but leveling as this Forge Guard, not being able to use the stuff from the stash because it was all too high level, I was still being very effective. The single exception for any build can work is rank 1 arena pushing. Yeah, that's a whole different thing altogether. So, Rosa, you have waited long enough. This is why I'm playing Paladin. Right off the get, Sentinels can get 24% to their fire and void resistance, and they can also pick up vitality. If you want, you can pick up damage. No need to do that. You can dip into this tree. You can get 75 armor and damage reduction from nearby enemies. That's cool, right? You get all that. Then we get into Paladin. Let's say you start putting points into Paladin. You can immediately put 24% of your elemental resistances into this one node. You get Holy Aura to start. So let's take a look at Holy Aura. Holy Aura immediately gives us a 15% elemental resistance right off the get. No points in there. You have Holy Aura. You dip into this tree right here. This will give you an additional 25 if you max it out. So 25 plus 15, that's 40% of your elemental. That's your lightning, your fire, and your cold taken care of. You go up here and you grab purification. This is extremely powerful. Yeah, and you get endurance for sure. I'm thinking, grabbing this, being level 30, and you already have your elemental resistances nearly capped without having to go into your gear. You go up here, you put 2 points into Vital Boon. Who cares about that? What you want purification. The reason why, you get 20% poison resistance. That's good, but also when you use Holy Aura, you activate it, you cleanse all ailments. That is massive. all the all those dots that are ticking up in the corner, the bleed, the poison, the shock, the chill. You press that button, you cleanse all of that immediately. And on top of it, when you do that, all of these effects are doubled. Okay, so we just taken care of a huge amount of our elemental resistance. You pick this up, you get an additional 24%. You go into Void Knight, you put 10 points here. You're gonna get, I don't have this maxed on this tree, but then you get 40% void resistance and 40% physical resistance. Go back down here to Paladin. You can grab some health over here. You can grab even more endurance from Blinding Light. It's a powerful, it can be a powerful node just for that endurance. You then go down here. You then get more health and necrotic resistance from this right here on Holy Icon. We just got endurance, a huge amount of resistances with no gear. None. I mean, we might find stuff on our gear, but just from Holy Aura and these nodes that I showed you, I didn't cap, but I took care of like half of my resistances. Do you build into damage at all? Well, yeah, eventually you build into damage, but think about it. If you're taking care of that with the nodes, right? You then free up the opportunity to put more damage on your gear or to be more versatile or not even have to worry about having to min-max your gear until later on after you've gotten some more shards. Hammer Throw has a ton of base damage. Yeah, for sure. Giga Tank. See, I think of tankiness first before I think of damage because I don't want to get one shot. If I can make sure I got some of these fundamentals taken care of, then I'm good to go. Just the Reen affixes alone are enough to give you damage until empowered. Exactly. Exactly. So that's why I'm playing Paladin. And I might just make a video on that. What up? Rosa, why are you saying, oh my god, what happened? Rebuke Thorn? Hey, give it a shot. With all those resistances, I'm just thinking I don't want to have to spend all this time working on my gear, right? I just, because we're going to have no shards at the start. If I can already take care of a lot of my resistances just from that, that could be cool. I really enjoy how quickly your character gets powerful in this game. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Sometimes you get lucky in D4 though, and you'll get like a really nice drop. But yeah, I know what you mean. Plus, I feel like D4. I mean, quick backstory. I played D4 and I played it in the beta, the server slam, and and preseason and season 1. I played Druid that entire time and I felt pretty good, but I know the game has changed. I know Druid was getting nerfed like I know Druid was getting nerfed like pretty early on. Barbarian got all the worst nerfs in the preseason, for sure. They were like, it was like every day Barbarian was getting nerfed. I don't know where Druid stands right now. I heard Druid is not as good. I leveled Druid all the way to level 100 preseason, and that was really hard back then. It took a long freaking time, man. D4 Omega lol, yeah. This build's coming together nicely. Okay, so let's go back over here. We got 1 point. It looks like we're gonna have to take a few points before we can get over here. Like, I think this is gonna be insane. Like, Merkware, look at this. Like, I might be able to get all of my melee critical strike chance out of this one node. I might be able to put pure damage on my gear. Like, I'm looking forward to this, man. I might be able to put pure damage. It's increased, not base. That node's okay. I thought increase was just your regular critical strike chance, but if it had the prefix of melee or spell. No, you're right. You're right. See. Okay, well, right now I'm at a 40, so base is by default 5%. Yeah, but when it's on a weapon like this, it's base. Increases, multiplies the 5%. Because, like, look at this. When I take this off, but it's the same exact language, melee critical strike chance. Is it just specifically this node? Like, is there, like, something that's set? We'll have to see when I get to it. It sounds like you already know. It doesn't say increased. Oh, increased. I got you. I see. I see where you're saying that. Yeah, I got you. Increased melee critical strike chance. There you go. Yeah, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down now. D4 feels like it takes forever to feel online. I think I already read that. Increased. Yeah, that you are correct. Whereas this is melee critical multiplier. Okay. Well, if this ends up being bogus, I'll just drop it. Honestly, I think I'm just going to put points into it anyway. No. It's a solid node early on. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Once you get it all taken care of on your gear, you can drop it for something more beefy. You can get a lot of base on melee weapons too. Okay. Void Cleave. We already got the big one. Size and area, distance and damage. We'll just go with that. Volatile reversal, void rift area. We'll take that. Eagle Wing is melee one-handed base. Are you talking about the axe? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about because it comes with like the implicit's like 4%. Base. Yeah, 4% critical strike chance base. Yeah. Hope they add rune words or something in this game. That would be amazing. That could be pretty tasty, Rosa. Rune words on your gear. You a big D2 fan, Rosa? I don't know how it would affect the economy. Yeah, I don't know. It could be fun. They could do it for a cycle. You know, make it like a seasonal mechanic. And they probably wouldn't call them rune words. They'd probably call them, you know, I don't know. I feel like runes are pretty endemic to the game identity, but glyph words. Falconer really looks dope, though. I'm super excited. Yeah, did they put a preview out? Gonna have to start rogue practice runs soon. Yeah. Did they put a preview out for the Falconer? I think I saw passive tree is out. Oh, yeah. It got accidentally leaked. Oh, yeah. I did think that was kind of weird because I saw Aaron put a video out on it, and I was like, wait, I didn't think this was supposed to be out yet. I'm like, oh, maybe they're doing it in stages. Low-key, you're avoiding Aaron's content? Well, because of the whole Warlock thing, the whole drip feed. I got it. Personal. To each their own, just not your style. I got you. That's fair. Do you think you'll buy anything on their item shop? I already have. Hey, what up, Reefer? How's it going? Bird up. Well, man, how you doing tonight? We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good, Reefer. Increase void damage. Okay. 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 Good, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Rosa. I already did. I bought this. So let's go ahead and open up the supporter packs. I bought the Eternal Vanquisher. What I'll probably do, Friday's payday, so I'll probably earmark some funds for this and get the Ultimate Edition. Because honestly, all of this looks pretty cool. All of this looks pretty cool. But yeah, the supporter pack, you get like the little Lich Gate, and then you get the back swag right here. You get the little skull back swag, and then you get like this bird. Gotta reward the devs, they deserve it. Hey, they've done a fantastic job. This one looks pretty cool too, you know, with the eyeballs and everything. Excuse me. But I really like this gate. I do want to support the devs and get the Ultimate Edition. That tree gate looks pretty cool. Also, I could see myself using this. The moons. This like little moon gate right here. I can see myself using this set of armor. I think this would be pretty cool. Or this set, you know. What are you up to today, Reefer? Leveling a fire necro? That's what I'm talking about. Just got back from dinner with the family. Hey, let's go. Necro minions are so damn strong. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, yeah. Necro's a lot of fun, man, for sure. I did the golem build. You know, you have your one golem, but you just buff the ever living snot out of them. That was a lot of fun. Golem animation's amazing too. Yeah, my chat named him Hulk. I complain about Necro's persistent minion builds are just bad compared to the rest. What do you mean by persistent minion builds? Trying to find me an Aaron's Well. I've only found one Aaron's Well. No LP, but I found one. I haven't tried it out yet. Minions just stay alive full time. Oh, yeah. Other than Golem, it's just, yeah, I got you. The really strong minions are the ones that their health drains, but they're doing really increased damage. All except for the Golem, yeah. 59% bleed. Chance to bleed if wielding an axe. I might just have to try this. Because I got an axe that I would not mind. Its main problem is it doesn't do bleed. Yeah, we're going to hang on to that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wind things down. Let's go ahead and raid Typical Outlaw. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start this raid for Typical Outlaw. It's been a pleasure, guys. I'll be back again tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific. I went a little bit later today, but we're having fun. We're chatting, having a good time and all that. Gonna go ahead and send Typical Outlaw some love if you're over here on Twitch. Anyway, you guys take care. You have yourselves a good one. Cheers, guys. Catch you later. YouTube. I don't really have the whole rating thing down here on YouTube, so unfortunately can't really send you anywhere else. But do appreciate all the love. Thanks for making it out today. Rosa, it was a pleasure meeting you. I'll be back again tomorrow. Hopefully you got some hopefully you got time tomorrow. You can stop by. Pleasure talking with you. I look forward to hearing about your paladin build. Anyway, you guys take care. Time to shut her down.